talk about what to expect when you start homeschooling.
All right, so digging in, first things first, mandatory start times. They don't exist. So if you're the type of person that has to have other people tell you what to do and how to do it to motivate you to get something done, kind of like me, then mandatory start times are going to be very hard to conjure up on your own, because there's always going to be something else you'd rather be doing, or something else is going to grab your attention, or weighing the pros and cons of prioritizing your to-do list for the day is going to be a lot harder to sort out, because there's no one telling you to start besides you. Even if you come from a state with lots of expectations, no one is telling you when to get up. No one's telling you when your kids need to be done eating breakfast. No one's telling you anything. So those mandatory start times, it's going to be a bit of an adjustment. Unless, of course, you are highly self-motivated, then this is going to be amazing for you. Maybe you have a kid that's very self-motivated. In that case, they get you started. We have one of those, and that kicked in here in the last year. I tell you what, that gets me going. That is a thing that drives me. It's my driving force, is when he does his schoolwork and I'm like, all right, rest of the team, we got work to do, because I'm not a highly self-motivated person. I am definitely more of that person that if I have a location to go to, people are counting on me to get there and be there and do a certain job, I'm your gal. But if not, it's really hard for me to pick myself and start getting going with the day. So the next one is extra whining. Extra whining, it happens. It happens a lot. This is what it looks like. But I don't want to do anything. This is awful and hard, and I don't want to do that. You can't make me do that. It's not going to work. Mom, you really need to get your crap together. Turns out a lot of the whining doesn't come from the kids at all. It comes from us. And then later the kids. And then from us. And then later the kids. And then from us, you just have to push through. This is the time where you just have to buckle down and you have to say, all right, team, we're going to make it, and we're going to make something happen, and then we're going to have the best school day we've ever had, regardless of whether or not it's going to be the best school day. The positive attitude is what's important here. Now, this next one's a big one. The day will suddenly fly by. Say you've started your school day, and it's at a good time for your family, whatever it is. Next thing you know, you're walking down the hallway, the schoolroom, the kitchen, wherever it is, and you look down and you realize that it's already almost dinner time. Where did the day go? I don't know, somewhere back there with multiplication tables, grammar, algebra, somewhere, but you don't know where it went, and all you can think of is, man, I hope the day tomorrow goes a little better and I get to see more of it. All right, the next one is my favorite. Honestly, in all seriousness, it's the extra loves, hugs, kisses, snuggles, fun times, good times, the laughing so hard so you cry times, the time that your kid actually gets something, all those wonderful moments that you haven't been able to experience for a long time because you've been separated and your kids have spent 8 hours a day by themselves and you've spent 8 hours a day away from them, and now you're smashed back together again, and all of a sudden, all these hugs and kisses and tender fun moments are back. It doesn't matter how old your kid is. You know, I have two kids actually that are taller than me, and you know what? I sneak a kiss in whenever I can, because that's why we are together all the time, is so I can kiss their faces whenever I want. Also, it's just a huge fun perk that they get to be so close to me, and they get to snuggle me whenever they want, right? And when I have walking time with my middle son, his hand will bump mine. And I always ask him, you want to hold hands? He never does. But the opportunity is there because we're together all the time because we homeschool. All right, so lastly, the best one, I think, in my personal opinion, is that your family's connections will be closer together than they have ever been. You'll know how to ebb and flow through each other's lives, and it will work out really well. Some days, of course, are going to be a little harder than others. You still have bad days, but you still have really good days. And then you'll notice that your groove of your family will just automatically start being easier. You'll be able to feel each other out a little better instead of having those big, long transitions of time where you're not together for 8 hours a day, and that's normal. Now those times will be so much closer together. Sure, there'll be times where you still get breaks from each other. That's important. but you'll be able to navigate the times together so much easier. And you'll have so many more opportunities to create memories and to have inside jokes with each other, have favorite movies to watch, because you're going to have those movie days, right? And it'll just be so much nicer being together, and how everyone will start being able to function more as a team. I referenced being a team several times because that's what you turn into. Your family ultimately turns into a team. You work together, you play together, you live life together. It's amazing to watch it just completely unfold in front of you. So those are the things that you can expect when you start homeschooling your family. There's a lot of highs, there's some lows, there's some in-betweens, but it's really awesome. It's very fruitful. So what kind of things do you think that you could expect when you start homeschooling? Or what kind of things have happened to you when you started homeschooling? I'd love to hear about it in the comment section down below.